Peace, love, and light and soul to you guys. This is Soul Vibes featuring your boy Gemini Moon here. Thank y'all for stepping into the building. And we're going to get right into this new moon in Scorpio energy that just came upon us yesterday. We had a new moon, 4 degrees of the fixed water sign, Scorpio. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting influx of change and a sense of determination and motivation, right? So when you're talking about the zodiac sign of Scorpio, you're talking about fixed water. You're talking about a more hardened place. You're talking about a more solid emotion, more solid structure around emotion. Scorpio is about emotions. It's about sexuality. Power, money, other people's money, shared resources, merging energies, transmutation. It's the darker side of life, the more private side, what would be considered more negative. Things where, there's secrets, there's taboo things going on. There's behind the scenes, things that happen behind the scenes. Scorpio is a sign of authenticity, is a sign of depth, passion, realness, rawness. The things that happen within the sign of Scorpio, the things that happen within the 8th house, which is what Scorpio rules, pertain to things that help us to evolve on a soul level. A lot of lessons, a lot of deep, just experiences that come with Scorpio. This is like very, very cautionary energy. I'm feeling the need to say very stationary energy. It's ruled by Pluto. It's also ruled by Mars. But Pluto is a more slow-moving body. It's a slow-moving planetary body. Mars is very fast-moving. And so, we have this mix of kind of this masculine energy, this masculine desire, this drive, this passion with Pluto, who causes us to go in deep and ask the intense questions, and brings us to a point of real true intensity and deep desire and change and knowledge. And Scorpio is a very, very metaphysical sign. It's a very, very, very I said metaphysical sign. It's a very, very metaphoric, type of energy. Very, very poetic. So this full moon, or this new moon, excuse me, happened opposite Uranus. So there definitely was a move. This kind of breakthrough, this kind of breaking down, this kind of weird, motivation, this weird charge, with Uranus being the planet of breakthrough, being the planet of rebellion, being the planet of change, being the planet that takes us to our most authentic self, with what I would call union with the divine. It really was about accepting change, coming to a point of deep acceptance, and understanding that you're on a journey, and understanding that your soul is calling for you. Your soul is calling out, and that with Scorpio, there's an established type of focus. Whenever you're dealing with Scorpion energy in the 8th house, you're dealing with change, but you're dealing with controlled change, the change that is centered in something. It's inevitable change. It's change that will affect you for lifetime. It's more karmic. You're dealing with Scorpio. So with this new moon that we had yesterday, we're becoming, we're talking about more becoming, more becoming on the soul path, and seizing the moment, and accepting and understanding the moment, this new moon. I feel like there was a lot of new emotions, I want to say, or even new motivation. There was a new center, a new balance that we found within ourselves, or that was being seeded for this new moon. I feel like there are some things that in this new moon where, because new moons are all about new beginnings, planting new seeds, planting new intentions, starting something new, getting motivated, So definitely this was the time to get motivated, to be rejuvenated and be regenerated by the Scorpionic energy, the evolutionary process. Scorpio really is, oh, excuse me. Excuse me. So like I said, sorry about that. Scorpio really is the process of evolution. Scorpio entails a lot of our deeper desires and deeper willpower to gain more power, to be empowered. And, this comes in the form of sex, love, control, lust, money, other people's money. Scorpio deals in debt, ownership, taxes, leases, things like that. So this is a spot in the zodiac in our charts where we can find a lot of blockage, a lot of blockage, a lot of emotional blockage, a lot of traumatic experiences, a lot of psychosomatic behavior, subconscious blockages, things that really, really deal with the nature of our soul and what really helps to reawaken those urges, the need to change and to also achieve. Scorpio is a very, very competitive sign. It's a sign that deals in, it's ruled by Mars and Pluto simultaneously. So there's this need to achieve and rediscover and push the limits and live on the edge. You know what I mean? So, with this new moon in Scorpio, I just feel like, I also feel like we're getting our sexy back. Like there's this a new initiation, there's this new drive, new passion, new motivation, a new creative burst, a new creative eye even, I'm hearing in my head a new sight for soul eyes, new beauty, because we also have Venus there and we have Mercury that's getting ready to perform its retrograde on the 31st, on Halloween. So, moving into this retrograde, I feel like there's going to be this repatterning, reorganizing. I feel like retailoring, like a suit, like retailoring the suit, retailoring what fits as normal, what we see as normal. Scorpio deals in hidden things, the hidden realm, and also deals in the occult, astrology, so things that are hidden to us, things that kind of lie, how I see it, as the base root of things, like astrology and those deeper principles that astrology hold, and sex as well, sex, and Scorpio is a very, very refining sign, so when it comes to beauty, Scorpio has a lot to do with how we transform, and we transform the narrative, and we transform what's beautiful about art. It's opposite Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, and Venus is there in Scorpio, transforming and refining our love language, refining our cultural norms. A lot of things about Scorpio, especially with Venus and Scorpio, that really, really, it's very, it's very provocative, and provocative content, and how we kind of contain and preserve the purity of art, as the times move. Scorpio has a lot to do with the times. So I just wanted to make this video. I didn't get to do anything before or on the day of, but this was important that I spoke to this energy and about this energy, as we're still kind of in this new moon energy. The moon is traveling through, coming into the second decan of Scorpio, which is ruled by Neptune. So there's even more of a release of control, or this need for vulnerability, for more affection, this more transformative influx. I'm feeling it as this transformative influx, of inspiration and insight that's coming in. I feel like this new moon really felt like a full moon. Comment below if you're feeling the same way. And it felt like a release as well. It feels like something is ready to be given up. Like if we give up just enough control, we can receive what it is we need and receive the encouragement. And yeah, just asking the right questions, having the gall and the gut and the bluntness, the rawness to ask the right questions to get the answers we need. So this is Soul Vibes with Gemini Moon Astrology. I think this was a perfect ending point, and thank you so much for tuning in to the channel. Peace, love, light, and soul to you. See you later.